Jim Acosta. He's gone and forgotten. I mean, gone from TV. I guarantee you he'll be back somewhere. Remember Al Gore was on Al Jazeera TV? Anybody remember that? Oh, yeah. But that's Qatar, you know, our new friend who's doing God's work. $1.8 billion to Hamas. And now they've said, yeah, we and the Turks, we'll take some of these Palestinian terrorist prisoners back. Sure we will. Yeah, because they'll fit right into those societies. So we have Jim Acosta, who really destroyed these press conferences, really, was truly obnoxious, just outrageous. And they do this because they have a real small circle of people who think this is fantastic. Mostly they meet at Sundays at a Starbucks or in Georgetown, Washington, D.C., or some cafe in New York, you know, where they get the everything bagel and the strawberry cream cheese. Anyway, they're all so thrilled with themselves. Let's take a little trip down memory lane. Go.
As you know, Mr. President, the caravan was not an invasion. It's a group of migrants moving up from Central America towards the border with the U.S.
First of all, you have a reporter who talks like this to a sitting president? President can call it whatever he wants. And he said, no, it's not. You have a group of migrants. Yeah, an invasion, you dimwit. Go ahead.
Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it.
Why did you characterize it as such?
Because I consider it an invasion. You and I have a difference of opinion.
But do you think that you demonized immigrants in this election to try to keep?
I want them to come into the country, but they have to come in legally. You know, they have to come in, Jim, through a process. I want it to be a process, and I want people to come in, and we need the people.
Your campaign.
Wait. You know why we need the people, don't you? Because we have hundreds of companies moving in. We need the people.
But your campaign had an ad showing migrants climbing over walls and so on.
Well, that's true.
But
they weren't actors.
They're not going to be doing that.
They weren't actors. Well, no, it's true. Do you think they were actors? They weren't actors. They didn't come from Hollywood. Right. These were people. This was an actual, you know, it happened a few days ago. And
they're hundreds of miles away, though. They're hundreds and hundreds of miles away. That's not an invasion.
Honestly, I think you should let me run the country. You run CNN.
All right.
And if you did it well, your ratings would be much better.
If I may ask one other question, Mr. President.
By the way, look how he's being rude to everybody else. He's monopolizing the entire event. This is a press conference. What's the point of a presidential press conference? Truly. It's to inform the American people. It's not to get into a debate, not to be a show-off with your friends. I mean, one of the reasons Biden was so horrendous among 1,000 is because he didn't have press conferences, so he wasn't informing the American people, even as to the basics, his mental health. They were covering it up. They were concealing it. Here, Jim Acosta is not interested in gleaning information for the American people. He's interested in making news, and he's the center of the news. And he's disrupting the entire press conference. He's disrupting the way a representative government's supposed to work, and all the other reporters have to sit there and listen to this crap. And the president has to deal with it too. Go ahead.
Ask one other question. Are you worried?
That's enough. That's enough.
Mr. President,
that's
I was going to ask one of the other folks.
That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr. President.
That's enough.
Mr. President,
I have never seen anything like this. I remember it. He's holding on to that thing. He's wrestling with the young lady. He's fighting with the President of the United States. Go ahead.
One other question, if I may ask, on the Russia investigation.
So now he moves on to Russia. It's so wonderful that he's gone from CNN, and hopefully he's gone forever from journalism. If he's on some backwater thing, it doesn't matter. Nobody knows what he's doing. That's fine. But really, if the media want to get control, again, of being the source through which we learn information, that is the corporate media, they've got to clean this up. They've got to clean this up. They're not cleaning it up. This is a one-off. This is a one-off. I do have to say, the Post is trying to clean it up, the Washington Post, Bezos. The guy that owns the LA Times, he's trying to clean it up somewhat. But this is a disgrace. Go ahead.
And are you concerned that you may have?
I'm not concerned about anything with the Russian investigation because it's a hoax. That's enough. Put down the mic.
Isn't that terrible? They would never do this to an Obama. They certainly never did it to Biden. They would never do it to a Democrat. They'd never do it to a liberal Republican, but here it is.
For all this and much more, sign up for Levin TV.